Mother May I with hula hoops. Who knows the game Mother May I? Okay. Well, I thought, okay, how do I get a child to learn boundaries? How do I get a child to stop, relax, and think? Work on managing that limbic, reptilian, reactive brain. Learn impulse control. Stop, take their time, and become aware of their own bodies. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to create something, because one of the ideas that I had said, how do you teach a child boundaries? I was like, again, we have so much theory, but what do? I thought, you know what, let me use hula hoops, because again, what I feel have done is really help to understand a child's perspective. Kids need to externalize. Kids need to play. Kids need to be objective and see something past themselves to make sense of it. They need it outside of themselves. So when I thought of a hula hoop, they'll be able to think, oh, a boundary is a hula hoop. This is my space. That's your space and this is my space. So with this intervention, you need some hula hoops, some scattered toys that go around the hula hoop. You have a copy of this chart that's on your next page with all the rules. There are some, you can use poker chips or any type of chips that have different numbers, points on them. And then here's the rules chart written in words. If you have a child who cannot read yet or has difficulty with words, I make a picture chart. So one of the first Mother May I rules is each player must say Mother May I when beginning each turn. If they do that, they get 2 points. The second one, ask for a toy and wait for the answer, yes or no, and then they get 1 point. So these are all suggested points. The third, accepting a no answer without talking back. Okay. Thank you. If someone says no, you go, thank you, you accept it. Give a toy to another player, giving, using eye contact when speaking to someone, saying thank you and please, and staying in your space in the hula hoop. So sometimes I'll just scope this down and target issues or challenges that the child's challenged with. Giving, asking for a toy, using your words. Giving kind words to another player. So they specifically have pictures. I can do this, this, or this. So when I have the parent in session, they're going to be the ones who give the child the points. But this is how it works. When the child sits in their space and they look at a parent and they say, Mother, may I have that dog? First of all, they can't touch it. If they go and reach for it, can't touch it. I'm helping them stop, relax, and think. Then if they reach for the toy, they wait for the answer from the parent. The parent gives them the answer, yes or no. The child gets the animal, okay? Then before the parent gives the points, the child has to say what they get points for. That's self-awareness. They have to stop and think, what did I do? I said, Mother, may I? I asked for the toy and I didn't grab it. What am I doing? I'm teaching a child to really have self-awareness. I stayed in my hula hoop. I stayed in my space. What I also do with this intervention is I teach kids, is it okay for somebody to just go in your space? What do you say to them if they go in your space? I teach them language. This is my space that's too close. Please move. Children, we all have a right to our own physical boundary. Really important for kids to understand this too. That's why a lot of these kids, I'll tell you, who've been in foster care and or adoption feel like victims. They will continue to act out and become victimized. And they tend to get, bullied, teased a lot. We want to teach them how to have self-empowerment. they're not victims. They have a right to speak up for what's right and wrong, what doesn't feel good to me. It doesn't feel good when somebody comes too close. It doesn't feel good when your words hurt and cross into my boundary hula hoop. I don't like that. Please stop. One of the things that I use is the Wise Up Owl. Has anyone heard of WISE? Be wise. It's 4 steps. WISE. They all stand for something. If you're feeling bullied, you can walk away. The I is you give them an I message. I feel hurt. I don't like that. I don't like it when you walk into my space. S is you share something. You can say something to them. You know, I don't like it when you do this. It hurts me. Please stop. Don't do that anymore. Or you go to a teacher and tell them and share it with the teacher. E is you educate that child. And the child can say, you know, if you keep bullying people like that, you're not going to have any friends. Now, Wise Up is actually wasn't developed for kids who are bullies, kids who are feeling victimized by a bully. It was developed by, I think, the Casey Foundation for when a child is asked, are you adopted? The child can do one of 4 things. And these are all boundaries. They can, W, walk away. I don't have to answer or tell you about my life story. I, you tell them it's private. S, you say something. You can say, yes, I was adopted. And E is educate. And E could be, did you know there are 1.5 million children adopted in the United States? I mean, that instills in a child pride. So that's what WISE is for. Now, I got off on that tangent because I was teaching you about boundaries. Again, this exercise really helps a child with impulse control, helps them stop and think. And kids get very excited playing a game with points. And again, the parent is the one giving the points. But the child is the one saying what they did right. Now, if a child missed one, the parent can say, I also saw you said thank you. You get 5 points for that. At the end, when the child has their points, you know, this is not a game about conditioning. You know, if you're good, you get something. What I like about this is at the end, they get a prize, a reward, something together. It's, again, attachment. We're going to get to go out for ice cream. If you get 15 points, we're going to get to go out for ice cream tonight. But the parent has to decide what is that attachment intervention that I'll be doing with my child and present it to the child. And I'll bet you that child's going to work to get those 15 points. And it's about being with the parent. So I really like this game. It's easy. You have your chart. I put it on a little colorful thing. Again, making this exciting. You need your hula hoops, some toys, chips, and you're good to go. So this is a great exercise to help kids who have poor impulse control and get them excited about self-awareness and stopping and thinking. And if you do have a child that has challenges, do the challenges during the exercise. Like I had like a child who says, no, I want this. You know, oh, that's right. Model. Oh, that's right. I need to wait and ask first. So you show the child what their challenge is. Not that they know you're doing it for them, but they're watching you. And they're going to go, they'll end up correcting you, which is fantastic, and they'll show you what you're not doing right. So use yourself as a clinician, therapist, social worker, parent in this game too. It's fun.